compression socks on incorrectly. They were not sleeves, they weren't calf sleeves, and he had terrible pain in his feet, and it might have been a vascular issue,
circulation thing.
So I
so then again we're back at the same place we began it, is individual responses
are different.
So now, as the coach or as that athlete, he's got to do an experiment. He's got to say, let me get a size larger. If that doesn't solve the problem, let me not run in these things. And he's answered his own experiment.
And in my work with mechanics or with things like compression socks or anything like that, is very often the result that I'm getting is a very pleasing result, but it's not a performance result. It will eventually lead to a performance result. Let's say icing or a higher stride rate or using compression socks leads to you feeling better the next day, and eventually you feel so much better the next day you can start doing back-to-back runs on the same day, or you're a 3 times or 4 times a week runner, and now you can run 5 times a week, and that increased training is improving performance. But all this work on mechanics and stuff hasn't improved performance, but it has improved trainability.
So that's another example. Same thing of if something is working for the athlete perceptually, then let's keep going with it.
So what would be a final message to the average runner and the average triathlete out there in terms of sports science?
Well, I think the simple thing is people must embrace complexity, and that means that your warning alarm system should start sounding immediately when someone tells you this is the answer. Because and scientists who say we had it wrong before, that's not true. All they mean to say is that we weren't quite 100% right before. So it's being able to discern, am I seeing a polarized, oversimplified message? Because 100% of the time that will be wrong. It's just too complex. And so it's people must embrace complexity, and they must understand that they are a complex system. And so therefore every single thing that they do, whether it's a new training session, whether it's ramping their mileage, whether it's starting track, doing hill work, changing shoes, icing, nutrition,
different mindset,
everything we've spoken about, right? They must recognize that if they make one logical change at a time and measure the outcome, that's how coaching and athletes and science should work. That to me is the perfect marriage between them.
But what we don't